Hello and welcome to another update video. Today we want to talk about SUI. It's a coin I haven't covered before, but a lot of people asked me for an update, especially members. So I did chart it for the live stream on Sunday, the member live stream. So I wanted to present you with the updated Elliott wave count for SUI. Please be aware that because of the short chart history, it really only started in May last year. And really, we can only come up with a proper count from the October lows, because anything before that is just a lifetime downtrend. So obviously here, when it broke the trend line, it entered an uptrend, but it's not enough to get a, let's say, highly predictive wave count. Okay, so this is literally just for risk management. I have an idea for a wave count. Actually, I have two ideas, so I'll show you both. But be aware that it's with a chart that's, Elliott wave has predictive qualities, but the shorter the chart history, the more limited they are. But we can still, sort of after a couple of months typically of price history, we can come up with at least some levels for risk management and potentially even some next targets. So my primary scenario is at the moment this one, the white count. It's certainly not an impulse to the upside, but we're moving possibly in a diagonal pattern. Best wave count I can offer is that the price moved initially from the October lows to the upside in a three-wave move that I call an ABC structure. Then we had a pullback, also an ABC pullback in three waves. And I mean, this isn't really long enough for all of wave 3, so it has to be the A wave of a third wave. The pullback is then the B wave of a third wave. And again, it's a diagonal, so therefore, the subwaves are ABC structures. And we could now be indeed in the C wave of the third wave. We should then still get a fourth and a fifth in a bullish scenario. However, that means the C wave is currently unfolding, and as it looks like, and that's what C waves often do in these diagonals, it looks like that the C wave is actually unfolding as an impulse. And I've got a wave 1 to the upside that formed here. That was in January, early January, a wave 2 pullback on the 8th of January, and now we are likely moving in the third wave. Then we should get a fourth wave soon and a fifth wave, which would complete this C of a larger 3, and then we get a deeper pullback most likely, or a more substantial one in wave 4, and one more high in wave 5. So this is sort of what we're looking at, and the micro wave 4 here can find support in this region between $1.02 and $1.23. What does that mean? So to maintain the bullish outlook, ideally the price is holding $1.02. So $1.02 is the main support, the bullish support for continuation in an impulse in wave C of 3. What happens if we break below that? Well, to me, this looks incomplete. To me, it looks like it needs another higher low and another higher high. But okay, if it breaks, which can always happen, then I have to assume that this third wave might have topped. And then we can explore the support for the fourth wave, but it's a bit too early to do that for now. We're not even close to the $1.02 level, all right? So that doesn't mean we have to come down to $1.02, but it means that this is the ideal support level, $1.02 to $1.23. And a break below $1.02 would mean I have to change the wave count. I have to change the scenario. I have to come up with, something different, But for now, there's no need to do that. For now, we are still pushing. And even today, the market seems to have completed here, or at least is working on the fifth wave of a third. So what would be further targets? I mean, are there any further targets we can determine? Well, first of all, this third, smaller degree third, looks fairly complete. So already we have the support areas on the chart. More direct upside targets, difficult. So all I can do really is to give you the length. So if we take the length of the initial wave 1, we go to the low of the wave 2, we can see that we've already arrived at the 1.618 extension. The next extension level is at $1.68. So they are just sort of upside targets to watch. Let me let me take out those lower degree ones that we don't need. Just interested in potential upside targets, obviously. So, and always bear in mind, this isn't really predictive. It's just to give you some levels to watch, because this seriously, you will struggle with any TA method here. So The next level, as I said, $1.68, then $2.12, $2.45. Now, to say where the wave 5 might land really depends on where the wave 3 topped. Okay, so it's not topped yet, most likely. So $1.65 is the next level. If it reaches that more directly or after this wave 4, we'll see. But for now, the main support is $1.02. And below that level, the assumption here would have to change. I think then I would explore that we're already in the larger degree fourth wave. And if that level fails as well, well, then we come to the alternative wave count, which would indicate that this here was just an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. Or we could even say A, B, and this is a C wave. So anyway, just a 3-wave move, but it would actually look better. Like, could even explore if this is some kind of a running flat structure here. But that's not so important. It would be a 3-wave top. It's certainly not 5 yet, okay? So it would have to be a 3-wave top. If that's an ABC or a WXY, it's not so relevant. What it just means is that below, with a break below support, we have a lot of uncertainty on this chart. Not necessarily a break of this micro support, but as soon as the wave 4 support level breaks. I mean, I can give you that level right now, what that would be right now. Because it's a diagonal, we have to allow it to retrace to the golden ratio level. But anything below that is highly questionable. So that would be 75 cents. 75 cents is really the bullish main support level here at the moment. Anything below that, if the price breaks below that, it means that most likely this chart is breaking down, or at least it morphs into a very, very unreliable structure that typically as a trader you wouldn't really want to be involved in. See, that's all I can really say from an Elliott wave point of view. Even with structural support and resistance, I mean, there isn't really much there. Okay, I mean, this area here, you might identify that as structural resistance area, where we are currently, at around 140. That's basically where the price sort of started to trend down. I mean, support levels are clear. I mean, the next micro support level, that's obviously here, this small wave 4 swing low. That's around $1.23, but that's pretty much where the 23.6 Fib level is anyway. And yeah, down here then is the next one basically. It's at 76 cents, but that is basically where our golden ratio level is anyway. So I think that's sort of all we can do at the moment. Certainly it's an uptrend, but it has much more to prove to really give us an idea that this is bullish long term. That's my update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.